Hello everyone, welcome to Quad Cup Season 3. My name is Carter Williams, and today's match is going to be Ryan versus Eryk. This is going to be a good match, the first match of the year, and the match for Group C, which will determine some placements, especially and it could secure some stuff here. I'm not. Do you guys want to know the stakes or no?
I think I have to win by like 9 or something to even have like a chance.
It's weird math. It's fine. I won't say them. But yeah, I'll say them after you guys are deafened. So, Eryk, you are the better seat here. Would you like to go with heads or tails?
Heads.
Heads. So Eric's gonna go with heads. We're gonna go coin flip here, and it's going to be tails. So, Ryan, would you like to go first or second?
I'll go first.
You'll go first. So Ryan's gonna go first. Yeah, Ryan's gonna go first. Eric's gonna go second. Good luck to the both of you. I'm gonna generate a new scramble. And we are off to the races here. Okay, so let me remind you guys about the stakes. So right now, in Group C, nothing is set in stone just yet. Nicholas has not clinched qualification yet. So the way he can do that is if if Eryk loses this match, then he can clinch automatic qualification. But if Ryan, if Eryk wins this match, and Samuel also wins this match, and so Samuel also wins that match by a specific margin, Nicholas could be in a wild card spot, but he would most likely make it in. And yeah, so Eryk with a 356, so already off to a good start here. Yeah, this is also the first day where we have the new pin regs. Hey Carter, do something like you can zoom in for people who zoom for people who want to compete Clock Up but don't have Discord. I've thought about that. I think Zoom is just harder to work with. I like working with Discord since I have like a chat open up. I have like voice channels and text channels and stuff. Yeah, getting Discord is probably it's the best option since it's free and it's easier for me to use, but yeah, I don't really plan on changing that anytime soon, unfortunately. Eryk, let's see what Eryk got here. He has a 422, so a good chance for Ryan to possibly. Ooh, no, it's a little shaky there. I'm not sure if that does it. I don't think that did it. Yeah, 478. That's going to be a second point for Eryk here. If we're talking about 2024 here, there's still a couple matches to do in the group stage, or sorry, a handful of matches, I should say. Group E is the only group that is done. So the advancements out of Group E are Marcel and Anders, and Jack Core has clinched has gotten a wild card, a spot for Group E, but there's no guarantees if he'll make it to the round of 16, and there's no guarantees here Ryan's gonna make it into the round of 16. Could be 3-0 if Eryk capitalizes on Ryan's 622. So Eryk, ooh, a little bit shaky here, but checking the backside, and it does seem pretty solid. That's going to be 3-0 right now to Eryk. So Eryk's going to get started here. Eryk is doing Sheeran from the looks of it. Very solid with the solve there. He seems okay with it. And that's going to be... Oh, it's a 296 from Eryk. Okay, then. Yeah. 296 from Eryk. Ryan's going to try beating that, but that's too shaky from Ryan. It's a free, but that's not going to beat it. It's 4-0 Eryk. Let's check that instant replay there of that 296. That was amazing from Eryk there. But Ryan is going to solve first. If Eryk can possibly do the clean sweep, I believe he would clinch automatic qualification.
Oh my god. Why is it locking up, bro?
So yeah, Eryk is safetying. I'm not sure if he could have been a little bit more careful checking the backside there. But it's going to be 5-0 to Eryk. Right now, Ryan, on the break of that performance, is looking to switch clocks here. Yeah, so we'll see how that affects his performance. I know switching clocks can be really beneficial to some people, but if your clocks are substantially different, it could be very unhelpful and could actually worsen your turning. Especially if you're not oh, it's a DNF. That could have been something really smooth there. It could have been a free 71, but Ryan's going to get his first point of the match here with that DNF from Eryk. He's going to check the backside. It's solved. So that's going to be a point for Ryan. 5-1. You see a pretty good 7 simul case here for the adjacent edges. You always want the least amount of D moves in a 7 simul solve, or D moves that don't require a lot of movement. So for example, those 5s and 6s are going to be very unhelpful. I know both competitors don't use 7 simul, but at least I do, I guess. So a bit hesitant at the end in the corners for Ryan, but that's going to be a free 70 free anyway. So Ryan may be pushing in on Eryk. But if Ryan loses this match, he is automatically eliminated from Clock Cup, which is a long way from where he was when he advanced out of the group stages last season. He also competed in Season 1, where he placed 3rd in his group in a match, just losing out to that qualification spot for the quarterfinals of Season 1 to Vishla in a group stage match in overtime, I believe. Or something close. It was like 15-12. So Eryk here, a lot of 6 and 5 moves I could see there, but that looks to be good. It's gonna be a free 50 free from Eryk. Very calm about that. That could have been a really good average if he solved that clock at the 7th solve. That's not going to beat it from Ryan. Once again, hesitant on the corners and appearing to mess up the first side. That's going to be 7 points for Eryk, 1 point for Ryan here. Talk about an early lead here, 7-1. Solid from Ryan. It's a solved clock. That's a 4:53. So Eryk could beat that. I'm not sure if it's going to be safetying or if it's going to be considered something else, but he might just want to take it a little bit easy on this solve. But he's not going to do that, certainly. It's solved. And it's another free. It's a free 25 from Eryk. A free 25 from Eryk. So, let's see. I couldn't get a replay of that, but yeah, Eryk's going to be the one that's going to go up first. Eryk, very aggressive on the turning there. Ooh, that's really good. That's a 277 right in front of the Clock Cup record holder, Ryan Michael Breen, for 257. Can Ryan top that? His first side looks good. The second side,
Oh my god.
very shaky. So it's going to be 9-1. Yeah, what an incredible solve from Eryk. Another 2 here. So let's see if we caught it. Yeah, a 277 from Eryk. Ooh, that cross and the corners there, not coming together. Eryk's mean right now is a free 69. If he advances, if he clinches a spot to the he technically doesn't clinch a spot to the qualification, but if he can get there, yeah, it's gonna be really interesting. 430 from Eryk, so that's gonna be 10 points for him and 1 point for Ryan. Ryan is really just gonna go for the single and make some lasting Clock Cup impressions here, as we round off this match, most likely. The biggest deficit of margin I think I've seen from a comeback is maybe 7-1. That's DNF from Eryk though, so that's gonna be Ryan's second point here. There has, in this group stage, there has been no match that has ended in 15-1 or been a clean sweep with 15-0. So that just comes to show how exciting this group stage has been, and maybe the lack of as many wipeout matches as there were last year. So it's a solved clock from Ryan, and that's going to be Ryan's second point. Ryan looking to get a third solve to his name here. He dropped the clock, but that is legal under the new pin regulations. Ryan is not very happy about that. It's a 4. More specifically, a 468. Yeah. Ryan has given up on warming up with clock, and he's just using a 3x3 from what it looks like. Yeah, Ryan has 4 clocks on his desk right now, and I think he's alternating through all of them. Shaky from Eryk, but that might do the job. It's a 434. That's going to be 11 points for Eryk, 2 points for Ryan here. Yeah, Ryan indecisive on which clock to use for this solve. It appears to be he's gone for at least 2 clocks, maybe all 4. Eryk is doesn't seem to be too happy with that solve. 440. That could leave the door open for Ryan if Ryan is there. There we go. Ryan is...
I didn't reset the timer.
Yeah, that's going to be a DNF from Ryan there. It could have been a really good 7 simul solve, but nope, it was just a DNF from Ryan Michael Breen. Appears to be out of frustration, and yeah, he is probably going to be frustrated with himself after this match. I think this match could have been very beatable for Ryan, but a lot of inconsistencies across the board. It was a okay start, but once he got to that DNF there, I don't think he really didn't necessarily have that same energy, because he got 3s, 6, 4, 6, 6, 4, 4, and a DNF. So, meanwhile, Eryk has gotten 3, 3, 3, 2, 4. So, consistency on that field. Yeah, Ryan is not happy with that 606. Ryan, if Ryan could have tied down those 6s to be 4s, then maybe we could have had a match. But even if you get 2s every other solve, it's still going to be a close game if you DNF the others. So, not saying that he did DNF them, but it's, yeah. Ryan is tensioning his clock right now. Yeah, he is going second, so he's going to have some time to do so. But, yeah, not a good way to end the last match here. But maybe we could see a couple of last good solves from Ryan in these potentially last 2 attempts, if Eryk will win the next 2. But something could happen. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Shaky from Eryk there, yeah. Doing a flip. And that could be Ryan's 3rd point. I'm not sure if Eryk solved the clock. No, he did. 663. So, Ryan needs to take advantage of this, but his last solves, honestly, are in 6 range. But that's going to beat it. It's solved. And Ryan can get another point here. So, no longer tied for the worst record in a match. But, and at least in this season. But, yeah, quite honestly, very frustrating from Ryan's side here. And I'm very sure Ryan knows that when he's competing. Yeah, that flip looked really aggressive.
Why can't I only turn?
It's a 480 from Ryan. Eryk will most likely take that, but maybe not as comfortably as his other solves. Eryk's just going for the single, it looks like. Doesn't really have too much to lose here. That's going to be 14 points for Eryk. So, one more point until Eryk wins the match. This is match point for Eryk. And Eryk is going to set his own benchmark here. So, could be a chance for Ryan's 4th point if Eryk somehow DNFs. But, yeah, we'll find out what happens here in the dying moments. It's a solved clock from what it looks like. And it's a solid 404. This could spell trouble for Ryan because of the many buildups of the errors here that he has caused himself. And he's going to try to beat this 404 error as well. Let's find out what he gets. First side. That could beat it. Is there still something left in the tank for Ryan? There is. It's a free 80. But Ryan's going to be solving first here. So the pressure is really on for him to maybe make one last bow before he most likely will make his Claw Cup exit for the season. Not. Yeah, that's gonna be it.
Oh my god.
That's probably gonna be the match there.
Oh, that's it.
Ryan seems to agree. It's an 8 from Ryan. His mean is going to be 511. Well, Eryk's mean is still yet to be determined, but so far it's a 404. Going for the single here. Checking the backside. And he secures the match here with a, let's see what the time is here, a 5:14. So that's going to be it. The final score is 15-4 in Eryk's favor. All right, congrats to the both of you for completing your last solve of the group stage match. How did you guys feel about that match? I'll let Eryk start first.
Well, I was solving good in the beginning, but then, I don't know, I just got stressed and I solved worse than before. But still, yeah, a pretty good match from me.
Yeah. Eryk, you had a 5-0 lead at the start of the match. Sorry. So once you started getting that early lead, what did anything like change in your mindset, or did you just keep on going knowing that Ryan is still a good opponent to go up against?
I got a little bit less stressed, and I just, yeah.
Well, yeah. You ended up winning the match. Ryan, how did you feel about the match overall?
Same I felt about every other match. I mean, at the start, like realistically, I wasn't winning a lot of them. I don't know. It just pisses me off that like I can only turn well when like there's no stakes at all. Like if he DNFs, I get like an actually decent solve. But like every time like I go first, it's like terrible, and it's just really annoying.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
But I don't know. I wasn't winning any.
Yeah, is there after Eryk took an early lead, was there anything that potentially changed your mindset or your strategy in solving? Because you did end up gaining a couple of points at the end there. Do you think that was just from your own strategy, or maybe just luck from Eryk?
I mean, nothing changed. My mindset is like terrible, but like at the end, he was getting like consistent like low fours, or like mid fours, and I should have won like at least half of those. So the reason I wasn't
Ooh.
is
Okay, so yeah, unfortunately here, Ryan's lagging out, but let's see. So I think that's gonna be it for this match. Oh yeah, Eryk, with this match, I believe you may actually no, you did not. You technically didn't clinch a spot into the round of 16, but you can if Niklas wins the next match against Samuel. So how are you feeling going into the round of 16 if you make it? What's going to be your strategy?
I will just try to turn slowly and do silent moves, and I hope that'll be like good for me to win.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Is there sorry. Is there any I forgot what my question was. I'm sorry. Let me think for a little bit. Okay, is there anyone in particular that you might be a little bit nervous to go up against, or
Yeah, Marcel.
Marcel? Okay, yeah. That's gonna be that'd be a tough challenge. But thank you guys for watching this Clock Cup match, and yeah, I don't know when the next one's gonna be, but it will be sometime very very soon. So thank you guys, and I'll see you all later.